Thank you. I can't wait to give this to my girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend, Mike.
All right.
If you thought Caitlin Clark was just a deadly sharpshooter with a competitive edge, think again, she's also pure comedy gold. Whether she's roasting her teammates, delivering spot-on one-liners, or pulling off unexpected antics, Clark knows how to keep the laughs rolling. So let's dive into 10 of Caitlin Clark's funniest moments that had everyone in stitches. First on the list is the time Caitlin Clark appeared on an SNL Weekend Update interview. But what made this a really funny and entertaining moment was that Caitlin Clark had come prepared with her own jokes written down. It was such a humorous moment as the audience and fans got a chance to see Clark's funny and comedic side. Michael gave a hilarious introduction to Clark.
The University of Iowa announced that basketball star Caitlin Clark will have her jersey retired and replaced with an apron. Well, the WNBA draft is this Monday, and Iowa star Caitlin Clark is expected to be the #1 pick. Here to comment is Caitlin Clark.
The audience really loved having Clark around, and the moment got way more hilarious when Caitlin Clark responded to Michael's earlier joke by asking him to read out some of the jokes she had written herself.
This year, Caitlin Clark broke the record for three-pointers in a single season, and I have three-pointers for Michael Che. 1B, 2 funnier, 3 dumbass.
At the end of the segment, Caitlin Clark took it even further by presenting Michael with an apron, referencing his early joke when he had introduced her to the show. It was so well timed as she even went on to roast Mike.
Since you're such a big fan, I brought you a souvenir. It's an apron signed by me.
Thank you. I can't wait to give this to my girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend, Mike.
All right. Caitlin Clark, everybody!
At this point, the entire crowd went wild with laughter. This all added to the humor and showed just how funny and entertaining Caitlin Clark can be. Moving on to number 2, other than the times when she scripted her jokes on a note, Clark has also had moments where she cracks a joke on the spot, leaving everyone in stitches at her goofiness, like the time when she attempted to make a wordplay joke about cheating.
Caitlin, pits of your soul, you're a comedian. Do you have any updated jokes for me?
Why don't they take tests at the zoo? There's too many cheetahs.
What made it even more funny was the way the reporter was just dazed and amused, while Clark was laughing and smiling, knowing fully well how mischievous and hilarious it was. Next up at number 3, Caitlin Clark doesn't just save her jokes for interviews, she's also a master of the friendly roast during one interview session. The WNBA star was on the court when the reporter decided to test their shooting skills.
I think you have to go now. Come on. Let's see if you can get it there.
Two more. You know, I have no legs, so I can come in here.
I feel confident. Let's see.
I'm wearing this jacket.
Oh.
Ugh,
That's
terrible.
not bad. Get it there.
Oh my God.
You gotta jump.
Even though Clark tried to be encouraging, she just couldn't resist laughing and throwing some playful jabs at him, and when the reporter tried to blame his poor shooting on his dress clothes and tight rims, Caitlin wasn't about to let that slide.
Tight rims, I'm telling you.
No, I think that might just be you, honestly.
This moment makes Clark even more likable because of her funny personality coming in at number 4. Another moment that had everyone talking about Caitlin Clark's mischievous playfulness was her visit to a goat-petting zoo with her teammates. Watching Clark feed the baby goats turned into pure entertainment, and of course she made sure to turn the moment into a comedy show.
What was your intent there to try to make an impact as well as you did tonight?
Thank you. I would say that's kind of my role.
Respectful.
Caitlin Clark's reaction to Lexi Hull's innocent statement had the room bursting with laughter.
And take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. We're done. Oh.
Rolling in at number 6. Caitlin Clark and Lexi Hull's dynamic duo wasn't just limited to the court. The two had fans laughing once again when they pulled up to a Swig drive-thru to grab some fruit and soda.
With vanilla cream instead of coconut cream. Can I have the beach babe too, please?
But what was interesting about this was that Clark was instantly recognized, however, when the kind lady asked if she was really Caitlin. Clark replied with a mischievous grin, "Maybe you're Caitlin Clark, right?" Maybe after being recognized, the owner gave them golden mugs, which was going to get them free refills.
Golden mug I want to give you. Golden mug means every time you come through Swig, you just get a free refill.
He said he was going to give us golden mugs, so we'll be back. Yeah.
Woo!
At number 7, one thing to appreciate about Caitlin Clark is how her teammates not only recognize her playful side, but also encourage it. And sometimes they have to step in to keep her focused, like that time during warm-ups when Katie Lou got the upper hand on Clark, locking in a submission and making her tap out. The whole team couldn't stop laughing. This was a hilarious moment as it showcased the fun and bond that the team share together. Kate later spoke about this, admitting that Clark can be a child sometimes with how playful she acts.
She's just she's a kid sometimes, and she keeps everything light, but sometimes you gotta put her in place.
Coming in at number 8, Caitlin Clark's humor isn't just limited to basketball. She can turn anything into a comedy show in one hilarious moment. Lexi Hull caught Clark giving a full play-by-play commentary on a Philly baseball game.
And that ball's hit to the shortstop. Rojas throws it over to first base, and that's not going to be enough.
The video quickly went viral, perfectly showcasing how effortlessly hilarious and entertaining Clark can be. Watching her switch from WNBA star to baseball commentator had fans cracking up.
The Phillies leading 1-0. We'll be back in a minute with a 30-second break.
This was such a viral moment that it even got Clark invited.
The Phillies have taken her up on her offer to broadcast a game.
At number 9, Caitlin Clark's humor isn't just reserved for her teammates, it also extends to her family and friends. A perfect example is her hilarious moments with her boyfriend, Connor. These two have shared some truly funny interactions.
I just want to sleep for like 3 weeks straight after the season's over.
You want to sleep for 3 weeks straight during the season?
That too. I love sleeping. It's awesome.
The thing about Caitlin is how she will excitedly praise and appreciate Connor for being great and supportive, but she wouldn't hesitate to throw friendly shots at him even in interviews, like when she stated that in a shooting competition, she outshoots him.
Having some shooting competitions, it gets a little heated. I definitely outshoot him way more than he outshoots me, but he tries to think otherwise.
And finally, at number 10, Caitlin Clark's playful and competitive spirit isn't just for her teammates and friends, it shines through in her family moments too. Her close bond with her family is full of funny exchanges, but one of the best was when she got fouled and complained about it only for her dad to shut it down with a classic stop complaining response.
I move, and if they're open, she will find them. Martin commits the foul.
And that wraps up our list of Caitlin Clark's funniest moments, from her quick wit to her playful antics. She never fails to entertain both on and off the court, whether she's cracking jokes, roasting teammates, or turning everyday moments into comedy. Gold Caitlin proves she's not just a basketball star, she's a natural entertainer. If you enjoyed this compilation, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fun and unforgettable Caitlin Clark moments.